Good morning. This video lecture is for class 7th subject English. This topic has been taken from your PC and grammar textbook and this is chapter number 33, letters and emails. And we are going to complete the entire topic of letters and emails in this one video lecture only. So, you people are very well aware of what letters are and what are emails. I think during this pandemic, everybody has come closer to this visual world, or you can say this virtual world, right? And we people have become more familiar with our gadgets rather than or as compared to our books. So it won't be very difficult for you people to understand what letters and emails are. Letters are handmade and emails are the electronic mails which are sent via our desktop computers, laptops. So without wasting our time, let's quickly get and let's know more about what letters and emails are. So beginning with the first slide, contents. The contents that I'm going to cover in this video lecture are introduction of formal letter, features of a formal letter, format of a formal letter, sample letter, introduction of email, features of email, sample email. So there will be a sample email that will be shared for you all. Homework, of course, it's mandatory to do the homework. So now let's quickly start with the first slide, that is introduction of formal letters. What actually formal letters are? Formal letters. Letter writing is one of the most common and oldest forms of communication. It is one of the most essential parts of our day-to-day life. Therefore, it is necessary to learn this indispensable technique. So basically, letter writing is the oldest form. Even during when there were kings and all, when all the kings were ruling over, then also there was a trend of letter, but there was no paper and pen. So they used to write on a big cloth sheet and they used to write with the feather of a peacock. So letter writing has been coming from that time. Yes, before these electronic mails or before the world turned to be completely virtual, we were introduced to letter writing first. So letter writing is one of the most common and the oldest forms of communication. Moving ahead, broadly we can classify letters into two types: formal letters and informal letters. Formal letters are written very formally because a formal language is used, whereas informal letters are not written to anyone formally. Basically, they are written to our friends and family members. They are informal letters. So in your textbook, there are only formal letters. So we'll be covering the format for the formal letters. And I'll be reading some samples for you people to understand the language of formal letter better. So let's quickly move into the next slide. Features of a formal letter. Formal letters are written for business and official purposes, right? Moving ahead. The language used in formal letters should be simple but formal. It should be simple for the reader to understand, but at the same time it should be formal. Next, the idea conveyed should be precise and clear. The idea that you want to tell through your letter should be very precise and clear. Precise means short, and your message should be easily understood by the reader. Moving ahead. Appropriate format should be used. The correct format should be used. How we have to write the salutation, how we have to write the addressing, and how we have to write the subject. This all should be properly written. Moving ahead. Formal letters do not allow the use of any kind of personal touch. Example, in a formal letter, we do not use words like hi, how are you, etc. So formal letters do not require, or we should not give any touch, a personal touch in that. We should never use these words like hi, how are you, because these words we use for our friends and family, but not formally. Clear to everyone? Moving ahead. Okay, so this is the format of a formal letter. Let's quickly see what is the format of a formal letter. In a formal letter, the beginning comprises the sender's address, the address of the addressee, and the date. So basically, in a formal letter, the beginning always comprises of the sender's address, the one who is sending, and the address of the addressee. Addressee is the person who is going to address your letter, and the date. There are three mandatory things. What are those? Sender's address, address of the addressee, and the date. Next. Subject in a formal letter gives the main topic on which the letter is written in brief. So subject is an important part because it gives, or it tells the reader that the letter is about so and so thing. So subject in the formal letter gives the main topic on which the letter is written in brief. Next. The salutation in a formal letter is generally dear sir or dear madam. Okay, so whenever you're the opening, if you're referring to the lady, then it's a madam, and if you're referring to a male person, it will be dear sir. Moving ahead, the body, which is the main part of the letter, comprises the main content of the letter. Here the purpose of the letter should be communicated in a neat and clear manner. The body is the content that you are going to write, and that's the main part of the letter. It comprises of the main content, and the purpose of the letter should be communicated in a neat and clear manner. As earlier told, precise and clear. Moving ahead. The subscription is written to end the letter in a polite way. For example, we end the letter with a phrase like yours faithfully or yours truly, etc. So this is the subscription. You always end a letter by writing yours sincerely, yours faithfully, yours truly. Moving ahead. The superscription is the address of the person for whom we are sending the letter, which is written on the envelope. It should be neat and complete so that the letter reaches its correct destination. So superscription means the address that you write on the envelope. Once you put the letter inside the envelope, on a plain white envelope, you write the address of the person to whom you are sending the letter. The destination or the address should be very clearly written for the you can say postman, or for anyone who is delivering the letter, so that he delivers the letter to the correct address, correct destination. Clear to everyone? So these things you have to keep in mind: body, subscription, salutation, subject, right? And of course the main body. Moving ahead. Sample letter. Write an application to the principal of your school to request him to open a computer club in your school. The principal, Rosewood Public School, Narayana, Delhi. Right? Next. Subject, request for computer club. Dear Sir, we the students of your school would like to inform you that our school is one of the best school in the district, but it is a matter of great regret that there is no computer club in our school. Because of not having this facility, our school is lagging behind. We are badly in need of this facility in order to keep pace with the present world. Undoubtedly, the present age is very competitive, communicative, and progressive. Time has come for us to prove our talent, and so we need the facility. We are hoping that you would be really kind enough to consider our problem and solve it as soon as possible. Clear, simple. Request for computer club, the necessity, and everything is clearly mentioned in the body of the letter. Moving ahead. Yours sincerely, Rahul, head boy. Simple. Whatever you wanted to tell to the principal, you have straight away told. It's precise, it's clear. So this is how you have to write the letter. Okay, a formal letter. No hi, no hello, how are you? I went there, I saw this. No story writing. Okay, you have to be very clear in your message what you want to tell to the addressee. Clear to everyone? Okay. I hope the letter writing is clear to everyone. The format is clear to everyone. Yes. Moving ahead to the next is that is email writing. An email is the most modern way to communicate. It is also the fastest and cheapest means of communicating. It is therefore essential to learn the skills of writing an email. So an email is the most modern way to communicate, and it has turned to be the essential thing to learn, and to learn the skills of writing an email. So we are going to learn the skills of writing an email, how we write an email. Moving next. Writing an email is an art. It is also a kind of art. Features of email. Give a subject to your email which tells the reader what the email is about. So when you are sending an email, you should always tell the reader what the email is about. Moving ahead. A mail, like a letter, starts with a greeting, like that of a formal letter. The way we write in a letter, it starts with a greeting. Next, address the person correctly in a formal email. Example, dear sir, madam, respected sir, ma'am, etc. So you have to address the person to whom you are sending the email. Next, while writing to a friend, however, you can use hi or hello. So when you're writing an informal email, then you can use the word hi or hello. Next, write in short what you want to convey. You have to write in short what your message is. Okay, so email should be also precise and up to the words. Whatever message you want to convey should be clear. An email is generally ended with a short sentence. Example, hope to hear from you soon. Okay, so is ended with a short sentence. Next, sign off with respect. Example, yours faithfully, yours sincerely, etc. So sign off with respect means you have to end with respect by writing yours faithfully, yours sincerely, etc. Moving ahead. Sign off with your full name. You have to write your full name at the end of an email after writing yours faithfully, yours sincerely. Clear? For example, yours faithfully, Ayushi Agarwal. So you have to write you have to sign off with respect first, and then you have to write your full name. Moving to the next sample email. Write an email to your cousin advising him how to use the internet you can use the hints given below. So I have given some hints here. Permission from parents before using the internet. Never meet people in real life, may not be as easy as they claim. Ask parents before filling any forms. Never give out credit card details. Don't open a mail from an unknown source. Never post photo online. Keep your password a secret. So these are the hints, and by taking these hints into consideration, you have to write an email to your cousin advising him how to use the internet. Moving ahead, let's see. So from Shankar to Kishu, and that is CC, that is copy. It is from Shankar to Kishu, and she has written, Dear Kishu, Dear Kishu, I have heard about your love for internet. I agree that it is a very important and useful source of increasing our knowledge. However, I am afraid we the students treat it mostly for fun and entertainment. Now only this we use it for giving all information about ourselves. When we do so, we are inviting trouble. I would suggest you that it should be used very carefully. Make it a point never to use the internet without informing your parents first, but what you intend to do. Second, it is very likely that you develop some sort of intimacy with some people. Intimacy means secrecy with some people while talking to them on the internet. I do not accept their invitation to meet you face to face. Personal information like your password or your bank account number are not the things of public use. Never disclose them. With regards, yours sincerely, Shankar. So this is an email which is being written, and can you see first from to, from whom it has come, to whom it has been sent. CC if you want to send it to more than one person, okay? And here is the email. Okay, it's same as letter, only this thing is different. Here we don't write the address or anything, we only write the mail ID. Clear to everyone? Okay, moving ahead. Homework. Write a letter to the principal of your school requesting him/her to arrange extra classes for mathematics. You are Samuel of class 7th. So you have to write a letter to the principal of your school requesting him or her to arrange extra classes for mathematics. Your reason can be anything, as you're not able to score good, or you were sick and you had missed your maths classes. So you want some extra classes for mathematics, right? Second, write an email to a pen friend telling him or her about an interesting incident witnessed by you. So you have to write to your friend telling him or her about an interesting incident that has been witnessed by you. Clear to everyone? Okay. I hope you people will do the homework and you have understood. Please children, remember there are marks for format. So please your format should be absolutely correct, right? So please see where your salutation will come, where the subject will come, where your, how your body should be, okay? Is that clear to everyone? Okay. Moving ahead. Thank you. Have a nice day. Hope you people have learned how to write letter and how to do email writing. We'll be meeting in the class and I will explain you further how it has to be done. Thank you very much. Take care.